And in the middle of it not working, Obama's doubling down on it, and that is making them nervous. And we move over to the Politico, which is basically the White House stenographer pool. And according to the Politico, all of the inside Beltway cognoscenti, the best and the brightest, are anxious. They're nervous over how Obama has stumbled out of the gate. And by that, they mean how his campaign has been going since he formally announced his candidacy 3 weeks ago. The writers of the piece are Mike Allen, Jim Vandehei, and they even admit that they are upset because, quote, Obama, not Romney, is the one with the muddled message and the one who often comes across as baldly political. And the reason that they're feeling this way is because they've been living a pipe dream. They've been living an illusion. They have been living the idea that Obama is unlike any other politician. He's better. He's more competent, more qualified. He's the smoothest talking. They've fully bought into all this. Remember, the left lives in a cocoon. They don't know what we think. They don't listen to this program. They don't read They don't know what we think. They are not prepared, therefore, to do intellectual battle with us. They've never heard what we think. I'm not exaggerating. And these people bought the notion, and they're still living it, that Obama is unparalleled in the business of politics. There's nobody better. There's nobody smoother. There's nobody more intelligent. There's nobody more intelligent sounding. There's nobody more qualified. Nobody smarter. All of these things, all these mythological characteristics, and the messianic stuff, they still believe it, and now they're shocked. The Bain thing isn't working, and Obama looks like he doesn't know what he's doing, and Scott Walker's winning big in Wisconsin. Their world is upside down, and they don't get it, and now they've got to go out there and try to claim, because of some off-the-wall, incompetent piece at MarketWatch, that Obama's not a big spender. And they're grasping at such straws that they're latching onto that. Well, I went back in time. I've got story after story. Obama administration defends higher government spending. Obama administration defends higher government spending. Don't call it a stimulus package. Obama wants another $50 billion. I've got these stories from the time he was inaugurated up to now about all the spending Obama wanted to do. They're living a lie, and they've already gotten caught in it. Nobody believes that Obama is not a big spender. It's why the Tea Party exists. So their world is upside down. Now he appears to be stumbling out of the gate. And I don't know about you folks, but every war, I mean, you almost feel their pain. Every war that Obama has launched, the war on women, the war on the rich, even his war on dogs. He launched a war on dogs by trying to criticize Romney for having his dog ride on the roof. And everybody figured out Obama wants 8 dog. Who wins that one? I mean, you look at the family pooch, what are you going to do? Eat it or put it on the roof of the car? Which is there's no question here. It's all backfired on the one. Obama's problem is not that his message is muddled. The problem is his message is all too clear. This is what always does the left in. They think they're not getting their message. How many times, sternly over 25 years, have we talked about the left complaint? Their message isn't getting out. Every election cycle, without question, the left says, the Democrats say, well, we just didn't get our message. No, you did. You are getting it. When I did election night coverage, 2002, with Tim Russert and Brokaw, after that shellacking, they lost the midterms. The narrative that night from the network position was that the Democrats just didn't get their message. So what do you mean they didn't get their message out? What about the Wellstone Memorial? They did get their message out. We know who they are. The problem is that Obama's message is all too clear, and people aren't as easily bamboozled as they used to be. And when you start off as the Messiah, there's nowhere to go but down. Well, really, when you enter office as an earthly Messiah, there's nowhere to go but down. Well, It's just logic. Human nature, logic. He did deliver. He gave them health care. He gave them the stimulus. He gave them everything. The only thing they didn't get was card check. They didn't get single-payer health care. He did deliver. He has destroyed the economy. He did deliver. This is the point. It's clear as a bell what he's done. Nobody wanted it. Look at, folks, I have noted before that undoubtedly the two worst scourges of modern history have been the scourges of communism and Nazism. Untold millions of people had their lives destroyed because of communism and Nazism. Now, what was communism? What is it? Simply put, communism is an attempt to whip up a war between economic classes of people. And what's Nazism? Nazism, ultimately, was an attempt to whip up a war between the races. Now, we have an American presidential campaign that seems to be trying to do both these things. Correct me if I'm wrong. We've got a president that's encouraging class warfare. He's promoting class envy. We have a president who does not mind at all this war between the races. Oh, if I had a son, he looked like Trayvon. A D.C. school, by the way, is having Trayvon Martin Day. Have you heard about that? I'm not kidding. I'm not making it up. Teachers at a Washington, D.C. elementary school have declared today to be Trayvon Martin Day. According to the ABC TV affiliate in Washington, teachers at Malcolm X Elementary in Southeast D.C. are using the unfolding case to teach children about social injustice and race relations in the U.S. All right. I could just hear you castratis. What do you mean, Mr. Limbaugh, the president encouraging a war on race? How dare you say something that's outrageous? Trayvon Martin Day. Duke LaCrosse. I'm telling you, we've got a presidential campaign. To me, it is undeniable what is happening here. A presidential campaign that seems to be trying to both whip up a war between the classes, the economic classes, and whip up a war between the races. And if not whip up a war, certainly create some friction and discontent. And it's not working. This is the thing that has them discombobulated. As I have said countless times, Democrats always stumble. It's Obama stumbling out of the block. Democrats always stumble when they tell us what they really want to do, when they show us their real and true intentions. I mean, after socialism is so damn popular, it wouldn't have to be imposed and maintained at the point of a gun all over the world. If socialism was so popular, it wouldn't require dictatorship to enforce it. If socialism was so popular, it would not require a massive, expanding central command and control government to keep everybody in line, if it was so wonderful. This may be the funniest line in that Politico article about Obama stumbling out of the gate. Quote, some key Democrats say that they have been dismayed watching Obama become a divider, not a uniter. Now, that's just laugh out loud funny. Where have these Democrats been for the last 4 or 5 years? Obama's not been a uniter since his first national speech back at the Democrat convention in 2004. But that's what I mean. They're living in their cocoon, living amongst themselves, buying and believing the hype, with the reality a total mystery.